The theft that made the Mona Lisa famous today, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, is arguably the most famous painting in the world. Millions of people visit the Louvre Museum in Paris every year just to catch a glimpse of her enigmatic smile. However, before the infamous 1911 theft, the Mona Lisa was not as globally recognized as it is today. It was the dramatic heist and the worldwide media frenzy that followed which elevated the painting to legendary status. Before 1911, the Mona Lisa was highly regarded within the art world, but it was not considered the ultimate masterpiece that it is today. It had been displayed in the Louvre Museum since the 18th century, but it was not the museum's most famous artwork at the time. Other paintings, such as the Raft of the Medusa and Liberty Leading the People, were considered more iconic among visitors. The Mona Lisa was relatively small, 30 x 21 inches, and often overlooked by casual visitors. This all changed on August 21, 1911, when the painting vanished without a trace. On that fateful morning, an Italian handyman named Vincenzo Peruggia walked into the Louvre. Dressed in a white smock similar to what museum workers wore, he blended in effortlessly. Peruggia had previously worked at the museum, so he knew the building well. He waited for the gallery to be empty, then lifted the Mona Lisa off the wall and took it into a nearby service stairwell. There, he removed the painting from its frame, hid it under his clothing, and simply walked out of the museum. By the time the museum staff noticed the Mona Lisa was missing, the thief had already escaped. The Louvre shut down for an entire week, and the public was in absolute shock. Newspapers around the world covered the story, turning the Mona Lisa into a household name. Thousands of people flocked to the Louvre just to stare at the empty space where the painting once hung. The French police launched an intense investigation, questioning prominent figures, including the famous artist Pablo Picasso. For 2 years, the Mona Lisa remained missing, and the mystery only made it more famous. In 1913, after 2 years in hiding, Vincenzo Peruggia attempted to sell the painting to an art dealer in Florence, Italy. He claimed he had stolen it to return it to its rightful home in Italy. The dealer, Alfredo Geri, immediately alerted the authorities, leading to Peruggia's arrest. The Mona Lisa was recovered and triumphantly returned to the Louvre in January 1914. The theft had transformed the painting from a respected artwork into an international legend. When it was placed back on display, huge crowds came to see it, drawn by the mystery, scandal, and drama surrounding the heist. Today, the Mona Lisa is the most famous painting in the world, and many historians argue that without the 1911 theft, it may never have reached such iconic status. It is now displayed behind bulletproof glass, with 24-hour security, ensuring it can never be stolen again. Its value is estimated to be over $900 million, making it the most valuable painting in history. Would the Mona Lisa be as famous if it had never been stolen? We may never know, but one thing is certain: the theft turned it into an everlasting legend.